Is the Super Bowl window closed? Man, Nick Bosa's face, his attitude after the game, he seemed pretty dejected. Is this a team that knows they're cooked, in your opinion?
If you're a player on the 49ers and you've gone against the Chiefs 5 times and you've lost all 5, what belief do you have in your coach? You don't have any belief in your coach that he can do it. You've seen the results 5 times. 5 times. So no, I mean, like, of course he feels dejected. Of course, I don't think these guys. I think they're losing a lot of belief. Is the Super Bowl window closed? It is this year, and they got. Here's the thing: it's closed with this group for sure, because after this offseason, there's going to be so many changes. I'm telling you, this offseason is going to be wild, and one of those changes might be Kyle Shanahan. So I do not believe the 49ers can win a Super Bowl this year. I don't think it's going to happen. And so with the changes that are pending and upcoming, I think it is close with this group. Now, if Jed York wants to buy in and give Kyle Shanahan 8 more freaking years, maybe he can rebuild the roster and go to a Super Bowl and lose in the future. But right now with this group, yeah, I think it's close.
I think it's close too. I think they know it. I think they know it as a team. I think they haven't recovered from losing the Super Bowl. I think they have lost a lot of confidence in themselves and their head coach. And I think Kyle knows it too. How about that? I think Kyle knows it too. I think he's losing belief in his quarterback, which is why instead of having something inspirational to say after this loss, he basically said, we got our ass kicked, and then walked straight to the locker room to ream his quarterback in front of the media and his teammates. I think Kyle knows where this season's going. I don't think he has any answers, and I think he's in self-preservation mode, which is another way of throwing your quarterback under the bus. That's where I feel they're at.
You know what I think he's hoping for? He's hoping that CMC will come and save him.
Mhm.
Like, if I can just get through this bye week and we get CMC back, I can run my entire offense through him and be good again. That I feel like he's hoping and praying for that to happen. And one thing that I don't think anyone's talked about yesterday was, I bet you, I don't know this, but I'm willing to bet you that his whole offensive game plan was going through Deebo Samuel yesterday. And once Deebo couldn't play, it all fell apart for Kyle Shanahan, because
Once
that's the
again,
way. Yeah,
yeah.
once again, he schemes everything up for a certain player. This is the Deebo game. This is the CMC game. And if those guys can't show up or get injured and they're out, it's a complete collapse. And I bet you that's what happened yesterday.
I would agree with that. See, I mean, I don't know, but I can't imagine that having Deebo would have made much of a difference. Like, that's why I feel like the
Oh,
Super Bowl window is closed. What's Deebo going to do? What was Deebo going to do? Oh, was he going to beat man-to-man coverage?
No,
No,
that's not what he
no,
was going to do.
no.
No.
Ayuk wasn't going to do that either. I mean, it's so incredible that this team is so expensive. They have so many weapons, and you take like McCaffrey discouraged most teams from playing man-to-man coverage because they couldn't cover a man-to-man. So the Niners got to feast on zone, and you have all these zone merchants: Kittle, Ayuk, Debo. As soon as McCaffrey's not there, teams start playing man. All the $30 million a year, man, the $24 million a year. Like, you can't win. Well, then what are you getting paid for? To get schemed open on play action against base defense zone coverage? Cool. That's not worth $30 million a year. So I don't know. It just seems like they have a lot of overpaid players. Like, is Nick Bosa worth what he's getting? I mean, he gives you a sack, maybe a game, but his run defense is not anything helpful, anything special.
Nick Bosa is a very good player, not worth being the highest paid player in the NFL. There's better players in the NFL defensively than Nick Bosa. I mean, here's the thing, that one of the other errors with Kyle Shanahan that he's made, and there's several. It's not just like his play calling. That's the problem with Kyle Shanahan. A lot of it is befriending players, paying players when you should be getting rid of them. Right? Bill Walsh talked about getting rid of players a year too soon versus a year too late. Well, Kyle's signing guys years too late. Like, the what you paid for Debo, you haven't got your money back. Debo's almost 20. What is he? 29, 28 years old. He plays like a running
29.
back. His career has been playing like a running back. If you look statistically, when running backs hit 28, they fall off. So that's what we're seeing from Debo Samuel. Trent Williams was on the ground a lot yesterday. He's past his prime, right? He's still a very good player in comparison to a lot of people, but he's not the same Trent Williams. George Kittle looks still very good, which is great. But Brandon Ayuk as much as I want them to sign, I wanted them to sign Brandon Knight, but I want them to sign him early so they can save a little money. But now that's looking like even I was wrong about that, and they probably should have just traded him. I'm concerned about signing any of these dudes, period. Like, they all seem like they're past their prime, and I feel like that's part of the reason why this Super Bowl window is closed.